Today, in our extraordinary words, Section 11, never parting from the light of blessings, His Holiness says, from the age of 24, when I face this life and death parting from my root guru. When His Holiness came down, he was 24 or 25 years old. His Holiness said, "Now I am 67. It should be the year 2000, when His Holiness was teaching the Great Illusory Net. I haven't seen my master for 40 years, so, on one hand, I feel a bit sad. Just like many of us here, it has probably been close to 19 years now since we saw His Holiness. But on the other hand, I am not that sad. What is the reason?" His Holiness said, "In every month, I dream 6 or 7 times of Thupka Rinpoche and Mipham Rinpoche, 6 or 7 times. Every month, 6 or 7 times. So, His Holiness. Some of us might not dream of the Guru even once in several years. This shows that perhaps we don't pray to the Guru enough. I usually dream quite a lot in normal times, but I don't know. Recently I haven't dreamed of the Guru for a long time. Is it because my karma is heavy, or some other reason? I don't know. Although I can no longer see his majestic physical form, I feel that this is still a sign that I never part from the light of blessings. If seen in a dream, although it might not be as majestic as the physical body in the past, seeing these masters in a dream shows that the master is still continuously bestowing blessings. Sometimes the master might be happy, sometimes unhappy. I feel that as long as I dream of the master, I count it as very good. Thinking of this, I am both sad and happy. Sad because I have been away from the master for so long. Happy because the master has never left me. His Holiness said, "In my song of happiness, I recall the years at the Jiangma Retreat in Shichu, the care and protection from the glorious master, and the scenes of discussing the teachings with all the Vajra friends. Now, recalling this also brings me incomparable happiness. What does this mean? His Holiness's Song of Happiness was a verse, but this seems to be spoken in prose at the time. The general meaning is like this. He said at that time, probably in his 20s, at the Jiangma Retreat, the glorious master took special care of him, discussing the meaning of the teachings together with Vajra friends. Actually, this time should be incomparably happy. I sometimes think, when we have speaking test here like this, one day there won't be such opportunities. At that time, many of you fellow practitioners might envy that kind of scene, because speaking freely without worries, exploring the meaning of the Dharma with Dharma friends. In the end, perhaps even the Dharma friends have scattered. All the scenes have passed with time. Wow, that time. Actually, we have it now. For His Holiness back then, conditions were not as good as now. No roads, no electricity. Even to buy a pack of noodles, one had to walk to Surta County town. So life at that time was very, very difficult. In the 80s and early 90s, but for us at that time, including when listening to teachings outside, we sat on the ground. There were no cushions. In Khenpo Gado's yard, there were a few cowhide cushions. Wow, everyone was envious. Otherwise, for all of us, including when the master taught, we sat on the ground. When listening below, it was the same. Except for the small shrine hall where His Holiness taught, there was no other place. But thinking about it now, indeed, many are memories of special value. So His Holiness also said at the time, he sometimes recalls it like this, he said it is happy, but actually it is a kind of sadness. Maybe it was a sad expression. Saying it is happy, but actually recalling the scene of those years implies a bit of sadness. Therefore, what I tell you, you must keep in your heart. We laugh together in happiness and cry together in suffering. Dear brothers and sisters, don't be too sad, because at that time it was our Academy's first major rectification. Many Vajra friends probably had to leave. The Academy was in a state where, maybe leaving the master immediately, leaving Dharma friends immediately. Many were like that. So His Holiness said, when we laugh, we are together. When we cry, we are together. Don't be sad. Although this time we have suffered storm-like disasters of the degenerate age, such as disease, famine, and war. This has a hidden meaning. Actually, it was demolishing houses and clearing people out. Anyway, there are all kinds of things. but to say it directly like that at the time was a bit inconvenient. Because houses were about to be demolished, it was quite troublesome in 1999. At that time, every day, there were many troublesome matters in the whole valley. So His Holiness said, we might be about to part, like a storm. Here he says, disease, famine, war. Actually, it has a hidden meaning. Now, it might still be quite troublesome, such disasters of the degenerate age. But if you have not reversed your karmic fortune, if you haven't generated wrong views, haven't reversed karma, haven't slandered cause and effect, haven't disrobed, then in the next life you will be reborn in the world of ultimate bliss. This point everyone should remember. His Holiness felt at the time that some Dharma friends who left might not be able to come back to meet again, because those Dharma friends who left then, indeed, later before His Holiness passed away, some couldn't come back. So if we didn't meet in this life, later we can have the opportunity to meet by being reborn in the world of ultimate bliss. That is the meaning. In short, the 3 songs of happiness are basically a portrait of my realization. If you say it is my biography, there is probably nothing wrong with that. This was composed at Wutai Shan, composed when His Holiness was young. There are 3 songs of happiness. It's okay to translate them later. His Holiness still valued them very much. This is also my ultimate advice to you. Therefore, as sons following the footsteps of the Father, please act according to what is said in these 3 songs. Next, we talk about Root Guru of Blessings. This concludes this chapter. It says in the Tantras, visualizing and cultivating 100,000 deity bodies is not as good as remembering the Guru for a single instant. Reciting and practicing 10 million mantras is not as good as praying to the Guru once. Reciting the mantra of 100,000 deities is not as great as the merit of visualizing the Guru's qualities for one instant. Reciting 100,000 mantras, 100,000 Vajrasattva, 100,000 Avalokiteshvara heart mantras is not as good as praying to the Guru once. In the pure realm of the great sacred site, the 5-peaked mountain, the blessings of Manjushri's wisdom ripened in your mind. Jigme Funsok, at your feet I pray. Inspire me with your blessings. Transmit the realization of the wisdom mind lineage. Reciting the heart mantra 10 million times, praying to the Guru has greater merit than this. Indeed, in terms of merit, it is like this. For example, if you pray to the Buddhas of the 3 times for eons and eons, it is not as great as the merit of praying to the Guru just once. And the number of times you visualize the bodies of the Buddhas and deities of the 3 times 100,000 bodies is not as great as the merit of remembering the Guru just once. Actually, His Holiness quoted these scriptural evidences instantly and then explained them below. So we also know indeed the importance of Guru Yoga. Everyone should not forget to pray every day, recite a few times, and then frequently visualize Guru Yoga. Don't we have it before class every day? Before class. Finally, the Master dissolves into one's own heart. The heart and the Master are inseparable. Finally, rest in that state for a while. We practice it every day when we have class. Actually, this has very great merit. Everyone should know this too. Praying to the Guru is the root of accumulating all merit and wisdom. For this reason, in all sutras and tantras the Guru is extensively praised. We are currently studying this. The section on relying on the spiritual teacher in the wish-fulfilling treasury. I think everyone resonates with it quite a lot. Especially in the 50 verses of Guru devotion regarding how to examine the Guru in the beginning, how to rely on the Guru in the middle, and finally, how to practice the Guru's wisdom, intention and conduct, as well as how to rely on the Guru's qualities, etc. There are detailed explanations. In this land of Tibetan region, as far as the Dzogchen of the Nyingma tradition is concerned, the source of all blessings and siddhis is the Master. There is no need for another Supreme Pith instruction to dispel obstacles on the path or enhance the state of realization. Actually, if you pray to the Guru frequently and practice Guru Yoga frequently, there is no need to dispel other demonic obstacles. That day when we were in the meeting, we also said, today we need to chant a sutra, tomorrow we need to chant a sutra. Actually, if you pray to the Guru well, demonic obstacles can also be dispelled, and your own realization will improve more and more. Praying to the Guru is the root of everything. If you understand the principle that the glorious Master embodies all objects of refuge, and then pray wholeheartedly, then all demonic obstacles will be dispelled thereby, and all realizations will increase thereby. These are all. If the Guru is here, apart from this there is no other way. So when we teach extraordinary words this time, you should also visualize in your minds, I am translating, and the Master is teaching you. In that case, actually, the meaning is the same. If the Guru were really here, apart from language, physically he couldn't benefit everyone much, at most touching your head or something like that. But for many of us relying on a spiritual teacher, we listen to the Guru's teachings every day. This is relying on a spiritual teacher. Apart from this, it's impossible for us to hold on to the Guru every day. Except when going out or on rare occasions, basically, it doesn't happen, and we can't find where the Master's mind is either. But if we listen to the Guru's teachings, this is relying on a spiritual teacher. So this time, in the wish-fulfilling treasury, it also talks about relying on a spiritual teacher. But we also thought some of us indeed might not have seen His Holiness, but it doesn't matter if you haven't seen him. Now there are very vivid teachings of his, you yourselves also. I saw the Guru. If there is no difference between seeing with eyes and seeing with heart, seeing with eyes is not necessarily very important, because seeing with eyes enters the alaya consciousness through the eye faculty. But seeing with the heart, giving rise to faith in him, and if we keep practicing the principles within, that is also very good. Last year, it seems, during the Guru's commemoration puja, this extraordinary words, I asked them to try to distribute it. Everyone should think, if His Holiness were here, what would he say to everyone? This is very important. We relied on the Guru for so many years before, but apart from listening to these teachings every day, we didn't get anything else. We didn't get a share of anything. If we are transformed by the Master's language, this is our purpose in seeking the Dharma, the purpose of relying on the Master. So everyone should also read more, these books. Perhaps they will be of great help to you. There are blessings of the close lineage. This chapter is finished. All right, look at this. Dispelling demonic obstacles, enhancing realization. It seems in the wish-fulfilling treasury also essentially the meaning is the same. Perfecting accumulation, saving from the lower realms. So today the dependent arising is quite good, although the epidemic is said to be quite serious. But if we pray to the Guru, many things will be transformed into the path. Sonam dai tanche zeba tono nibe jana panche kirka nanji ralun chuba chubun zolen drowa drojo Bandangara Badna Sadarda Bandangara Badna Sada Bandangara Badna Sadarda